Hello everybody, welcome back to Once Upon an Avery. And today I'm going to share you guys my experience and my story of being diagnosed with lupus. Let's get started. So lupus is something that I had no idea what it was and why I have it. Well, start from the beginning. About 3 years ago, I had chest pain. And I used to go to family doctors, clinics, tests, and they never found anything about it. They never knew what was going on or why I was having it. So then on December 19 last year, we got a mail that we were going to a hospital, a kids' hospital. And I was worried because I know hospitals usually are big deals. They go in there for big deals. So I was pretty scared that I was going to a hospital for a checkup. So I was scared, but I was also excited because I'm like, maybe finally they are going to find out what's wrong with me. Because not only is it hard on me, but it's also hard on my family. It's hard seeing them so sad about it, stressed out, but they're praying and they're helping me with support. And that's one thing I'm glad if I have a nice family for. So honestly, this test when we went there, we met a blood doctor, which this blood doctor, you could tell he was a very, very professional. He actually went to every detail that no other doctor ever realized about me. And not even myself realized about my own self that was wrong with me. So he said I had some bumps here. It's kind of clearing up actually. But I had some bumps there that I never knew about. So that was a surprise. Then my white blood cell was low. I started taking more ultrasounds, like x-rays and blood tests. So I took more and more of that. And after that, I was like, I hope they actually find out what's wrong with me, because that'll be like the best thing ever. They actually found out what's wrong with me. So then after a few days, I think it was 3 days after, which was surprising because usually you get them back in like a month. So that was surprising. 3 days after, they called us and they wanted us to come meet a rheumatologist on January 9th. So on January 9th, that was when I was diagnosed with lupus. That rheumatologist told me I had lupus. And there's a lot of symptoms that went through it. But first, my first expression was, what is lupus? Honestly, I never heard of lupus before in my life. Honestly, I was so scared because was it something so bad like cancer that I can die? Like, that's what I was thinking. What is lupus? So then after she explained that my immune system was attacking things it wasn't supposed to, then honestly, it got me a little calmed down. It wasn't that dramatic. That's a lot to take in. Thankfully, they were so kind enough to give us a gift card to go home to be something happy about. And she she gave me medicine that I'm supposed to take every day. So I've been taking this medicine, and I still am, every day after dinner. Or before dinner. Honestly, I don't even remember. But that medicine is very slow, and it hasn't been helping much. But it been keeping everything calm because everything wasn't that dramatic that time. So after a few days or weeks, I started to feel more different pains and things I never did before. So my wrist would swell and my fingers would lumpy big, and it would hurt so bad, and fire it would feel. Both of them. So imagine that, wrist, and then the hands lumps, and then you feel fire in your hands. It's burning the whole night. I can barely ever sleep. And then my shoulders started to hurt. Very bad. But we'll get into that after. Then my ankle got swole up, and I can't even barely walk without limping. My legs still do limp a little, but it definitely way better now. So back to my shoulder. So now my shoulder, after I told my mom that my shoulder started hurting really badly, then she called the nurse that we have, like a private nurse, I call it, because we call them every time something's wrong with us, and So then they told us to go to the hospital, emergency, right now. And we're like, I was so scared. I'm like, why? Is there something wrong with my shoulder? Like, am I going to break? It's going to come off or something? Like, why do I have to go to emergency? That's a big deal. That was a big deal. And honestly, my heart was pounding still a lot. We were in the hospital for like 10 hours, honestly, at night. We went like 10 hours. We were in the hospital. I got an IV done that I never got done in my life before. I got blood test done there, ultrasound done there, and x-ray in the hospital. So we were waiting a long time. And finally we got out, but they prescribed us for more medications. So now I'm taking like 4 medications every day. So that's shocking. Like 4 medications, that's a lot. But I am thankful for it. It is helping me a lot too. I've seen a lot of improvement. I think I see my hands are not swollen anymore right now. And it doesn't burn, actually. I can sleep at night now. For the last 2 days, I am so thankful. I prayed and I can finally sleep. My wrist is not swollen. And also, I'm walking much better. And I feel more, want to eat more, but a little too much. So that's a lot to take in. I have lupus. I have something wrong with me. Honestly, I feel like I had something wrong with me like my whole life. It felt like, but it was also great to know they figured it out. Because honestly, I was scared to wonder what's going to happen to me because every doctor never knew what was happening. But it was actually a little lift in happiness, just a little, that they finally found out what's wrong with me and now they can actually help it. Because before, they can't help me because they didn't know what was wrong with me. So I'm thankful for that. So anybody who has lupus, I fully understand and I support you guys as well. And also, I am also thankful for my parents and my family who support me during those hard times. They're always praying and they're supporting me. And I'm very thankful for that. So anybody who has lupus, don't worry, guys. We're all here. Everybody who has lupus is always with you guys together. Thank you guys so much for watching. Till next time, bye-bye.